and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Zach Gallen. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
That's in there, and the count 1-2.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And now 2-2.
It's a good take.
Righty to the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That clips a corner. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish, and that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. The pitch. That one is hammered right field. Back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Luis Robert.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that AL leaderboard for home runs. Top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Luis Ariz stands in. And a rope into center field, base hit. Montgomery on his horse around third. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first with one gone. And here's the veteran outfielder, Luis Robert. Hard ground ball, base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Here's Alex Verdugo. The 1-1. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. His 7th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Nolan Arenado. One down, base is empty.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
So now 3-2. And they'll do it again.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And he deals. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Bangs off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Here comes the pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for Chicago, Dalton Varsho. At the belt and fires. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated in one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Man at first, Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. 2 outs. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
The right fielder, number 7, Dominic.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ohtani will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Gavin Stone.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So the lineup flips over, and now Dominic Fletcher. And the pitch. Out to short. Betts flips it. They take the force out. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 5 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, Mookie.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention. I'm sure he likes the 5-0 lead and the run support, but he's sat around a lot since warming up in the pen, and you'd hate to see a guy not have his rhythm to go out there and have a great start.
Good job to fight that one off. One and two here. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning for Teoscar Hernandez.
Batting 7. The left fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez swings through that.
2-2.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the second. Leading off Colson Montgomery.
The shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Kicks and fires. In the air, center field. Settles under this one. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman
Luis Arias now at the plate.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Kicks and deals. That's a laser base hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard. Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Arias over at first with one away. And here it comes. This to third. Meneses to second. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 5 and the Dodgers nothing. On to the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Next to hit, Miguel Vargas. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The White Sox leading by 5. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in the dirt. Got it by him for the K. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 down, nobody on. And it's even up.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. It's 5-0. Back here on the south side as we go to the last of the 3rd. So now it's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
3-2.
Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. Righty delivers. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's gone. His 23rd of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. So up next for Chicago, Francisco Mejia. That one missed.
2-1.
Two outs. Base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Digging in, Dominic Fletcher. Not even close there. Ball 2. And the right-hander deals. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
New pitcher on here, Nick Frasso.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 outs, runner at first. And next to hit for the Sox, Luis Arias. That one is absolutely belted, and that gets down into the gap. Montgomery on his horse around third. He scores. It's 10-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So 2 down. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert. On a line out towards center. Outman makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 10 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Start of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Robert moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. When he first joined the league, the Angels batted him 8th, and he wouldn't hit on days he pitched. Singy, do you remember who was DHing for the Angels at the time?
Oh, Boo, come on now. How can you forget a future Hall of Famer, Albert Pujols?
You're good.
Thank you. Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Ohtani, the base runner at first with 1 out. Shohei on the go. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so even with the runner on the move, he holds it second.
Couple of singles back to back. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Two on, 1 out. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Now this is in the air down the line. Fletcher has this one sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 10-0. Here on the south side, and now the DH, Alex Verdugo. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first. And Verdugo is set down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
So up next,
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado. One down, base is empty. Ripped on a line to center. Outman squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew.
So digging in, Andrew Vaughn. Two down, nobody on. Base hit, center field.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move to the alley. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they're still in front 10-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
The punch out there, and 1 away.
Now batting,
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Miguel Vargas.
2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Vargas will hit next. Swing and a miss, and the count's even at 2. The White Sox up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings and misses, struck him out. Dodgers go down quietly, not looking good. They're down 10-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Francisco Mejia. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Here's a 1-2. That one ripped. Long run into the gap. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here is Dominic Fletcher. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Dives, but it falls. scores, and now it looks like extra bases. Around third, relay throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So man aboard, now the number 2 hitter, Colson Montgomery. That's to third. Meneses gathers and throws to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 12 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Freddie Freeman. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it gets by him.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Man at first, and next for L.A., James Outman. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
And a pitch. And another ball. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Left field. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Ripped into right field, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Mookie now, hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
Zach Gallen gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New pitcher for the White Sox, Paul Sewald.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Right-handed reliever. Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. On the ground to third. Quickly to second for one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Joey Meneses steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next offering is in for a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the White Sox 12, the Dodgers 2. Back here on the south side. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. The wind and the pitch. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And up next for Chicago, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Verdugo gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Outman settles underneath it, nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Chicago, the first baseman, Andrew.
So man aboard, and now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Pajes raging back towards the wall. Slams into the wall and hangs on. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Ball around third. The relay throw. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 14-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 80.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now, Dominic Fletcher. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 15-2.
Comes through with the RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 outs, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Fletcher rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score, and they extend their lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. 2 outs. Bounced up the middle. Vargas in plenty of time to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. White Sox on top, 16-2. Top of inning number 7. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
The pitch. Bounced out to short. Montgomery slings it across, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A massive home run. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 16-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So up next, Miguel Vargas. The pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Righty to the plate. And that just misses. The White Sox up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and now 2-2. And another ball. James Outman up next for the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two outs. That one lifted to left, and that is a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Right side. And that chance handled. Slings to first. Out number 3. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. 7th inning stretch time. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And here is Luis Robert. Hard ground ball, base now. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So now here's the DH, Alex Verdugo. And the righty deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab on the run. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Man at first. So up next for Chicago, Nolan Arenado. Here's a 1-1. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. The White Sox lead this one 16-3. We go to the 8th, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. At the belt and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Left-hand batter waits. In the air, out towards right center. Under it. Corrals it. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
One down, base is empty. And it stays fair.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Just misses with that one. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner around second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Now the third baseman, Joey Meneses. Betts at third. Smith at second with 1 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run across. Fires it to the plate. In there safely.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 8th. One-two now. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one for strike 2. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one 95 to finish him off. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The White Sox lead it 16-5. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
That one ripped right center field. Back there. Hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Now he breaks his bat. Betts. To third. Tag. Got him.
Now back, the catcher,
Francisco Mejia getting ready to hit.
Mejia.
And he deals. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Vargas tossed to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs on 2 base hits, no errors, no 1 left. Through 8 full, and the White Sox are out in front 16-5.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Kicks and fires.
Up.
Coleman is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings and misses. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's
hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.